You're back with another one. This time, we got top 10 weirdest Batman villains by Top 10 Nerd. I did this a while ago. I didn't know if I would enjoy it or not. I think I did one of them, and I was like sitting there like, bro, I don't know none of these people. But it was like a Spider-Man list. I know more about Batman than Spider-Man. Weirdly enough, but I love Spider-Man more. Either way, yeah, like the video, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it.
What's up, Top 10 Nerd fans? It's me, your favorite host, Dewey Stew, back to
All right, Dewey.
Batman
Dewey
Top 10
Stew. That's a
lists.
cool ass
Today
name.
we're looking at the top 10 weirdest Batman villains. So, fasten those utility belts and let's get to it. Starting us off at our top 10 is a villain known as Bootface, a guy
Alright,
who takes off
Bootface,
his
cool.
boot and puts it in your face. Well, not really, that would just be stupid. Kind of like his name. In Peter Tomasi's Batman and Robin Volume 2, number 23.1, Two-Face, we see the death of this weird character. Bootface is a minion of the villain Terminus in
Oh my
12
gosh.
issues.
That's
His
a
first would be
horrible
Batman
name.
and Robin Volume 2, number 10. His exact origin is still unknown, but the reason why he is called Bootface is because during a prior battle with Batman, Bootface tries to burn Batman with a flamethrower. And of course, Batman kicks him in his face, leaving a mean-looking boot print permanently in his face, thus
With
giving
the
him the name.
bat symbol on his
I should
boot?
also
That's
mention
hilarious,
that Bootface
actually.
has no powers whatsoever. He's just another bully looking to try and hang with the cool kids. So yeah, this is a weird one, and maybe even a villain that was never even needed.
But I mean,
I'm sure as a writer, it's fun making up dumb names every now and then.
I would that
Don't worry,
actually
the fun doesn't stop.
Blueface would be kind of cool in a Batman movie. Maybe he's like one of those like small villains. He shows up not like the main antagonist, but like he shows up because Batman has so many villains. You could have like a villain a night pretty much with a Batman movie. It doesn't have to be a whole overarching. It doesn't have to be a whole overarching thing. It could really just be like Batman fights the Joker this night, takes him down. Penguin this night takes him down. He has an easy night, fights Bootface and the Riddler, and then like because Batman's always or just fighting street thugs, and then Bootface is the big bad for that night and takes him down. Then he has like a League of Assassins threat the next night, and it's like, ooh, this is gonna take more than like they could start off a movie like that. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be always like one villain the whole time with a big master plan. Because Batman just patrols every night. He really could just take down like a random dude and just be like, that's Bootface. You could even throw like an origins of Bootface. You could have him in the beginning of the movie, literally like try to take down Batman with a flamethrower. Batman kicks him in the face, send him to the hospital, and like he fights the League of Assassins or whatever. Comes back like at the end of the movie. Then this dude with a burnt boot on his face comes back. And he's just like, I'm getting my revenge, Batman. He kicks him again, right in the face or something, and he just takes him down. Like you could have like near the end of the movie, or like recruited into the League of Assassins, and he's just like, I'm Bootface, and the League's like, bro, what? I don't know. You could have something cool with that. They need to expand the horizons.
At our number 9 spot, we have the terrifying and gruesome Flamingo. First appearing in Batman number 666.
I'm surprised the Arkham games hasn't put
Written by Grant
Bootface in there
Morrison,
yet.
we meet Eduardo Flamingo, who was just an ordinary man until he got caught up with the mob. The
I'm
mob
not gonna lie,
then
his fit
brainwashed
kind of
him
cool.
and also turned him into a serial killer who eats the faces of his victims. Flamingo sounds pretty dangerous, but doesn't really dress like it. He wears all pink and rides a pink motorcycle, and is also always seen with his whip. He famously almost killed Red Hood before Batman and Robin came to his rescue, but just after that, he did shoot Robin in the back 5 times at point-blank range. Making sure his punishment was indeed painful for his attack, Scarlet slashed the right side of Flamingo's face and then was hit by Jason Todd by a bulldozer, and then Red Hood dropped a huge mass of rubble onto him too. It appears that he is killed, but
Wait,
there's
what?
no body that is ever
Jason Todd.
found.
Isn't
This guy
Jason
might not
Todd the
seem
Red
like
Hood?
he's deadly or lethal at first glance, but I guarantee you he is quite the match. The only category he doesn't beat Batman in is his style, because damn, Flamingo is fly. Moving on.
I thought you
At
said
our
his
number 8
his
spot, we
fit
have
wasn't cool. See, bro, you got to be consistent. I don't even think he wrote this. Hold
Dark Knight
up.
number 91, written by Garth Ennis.
I said
We
hold
meet
up.
Dr. Freeze.
There we go. Who is the Red Hood? I thought it was Jason Todd. Jason Todd, formerly, yeah, Jason Todd is the Red Hood. What? Okay, so then in that comic, who was the Red Hood if it wasn't Jason Todd? Like, I'm mad confused. That blue face, it was pretty funny. Uh, Condiment King. I don't know about this. I don't know about this.
A former
But I
Vietnam
mean,
soldier who creates a powerful drug known as
so far these are pretty cool people.
doesn't. Stay in school, kids. DCS 2000 is a super powerful version of. What does he do with his victims after he kills them? Well, he enjoys bathing in their blood, because that's what every other hippie would do in the world, right? I highly doubt it. Get it? Anyway, this character sounds like a great character that was probably made in the 60s, right? Nope. Garth Ennis wrote this character just as recently as 1997, making this villain even weirder than
Hey,
originally. At
1997,
number
shout
7, we
out.
have the sauciest villain of them all, the Condiment King. First appearing in the
Boo,
TV
that
show
joke was
Batman the Animated
boo.
Series in an episode aptly named Make 'em Laugh, we find a series of comedians who are abducted and brainwashed by the Mad Hatter, and then are turned into the most mediocre of criminals. Mediocre is definitely correct because Condiment King's crimes consist of him shooting ketchup, mustard, and other condiments at his enemies while making terrible condiment puns all at the same time.
It seemed more like
Please
a Flash
excuse me as
villain.
I relish in the greatness of that idea. This is
Boo.
another villain that sounds like he would fit in perfectly in the 60s, but of course this TV series ran in the early 2000s, with his debut in 2002. Sadly, he was killed later in an episode in 2009, and that was the last of our precious Condiment King. We shall miss you, O Great One. Rest in cheese.
Boo. That's not even a condiment. Boo.
At the age of 5, Noah Cutler was locked in a cage by his mother and would not be let out until he solved the Rubik's Cube. No wonder this guy grew up to be an incredibly intelligent supervillain. In Detective Comics number 463, we meet the terrifying Calculator, a villain from the 1970s comic series who would go across the country committing multiple crimes and would purposefully get caught by his enemies. Why? So he could press a magic button on his chest that would prevent the same hero from ever catching him again. In his first issue, we see him square off against the DC superhero The Atom for stealing a quake-breaking device from one of Ray Palmer's colleagues at the cost of a man's life. I don't think this weapon really worked too well, as he is recorded as having been defeated by many of the DC superheroes, including the Atom himself. And fortunately for him and all of us, he is no longer out in the field, but is now operating behind the scenes as an information broker for the criminal underworld, which I can only guess his desk is covered in Rubik's Cubes. Coming in at our number 5 spot, these weird villains
Sound mad
don't
lame,
get
not
any
gonna
less
lie.
weird. We have Emoticon Man.
Isn't that pretty much what the Taskmaster is like? Taskmaster just like downloads your whole thing, so you can't beat him the same twice. So that's their version of Taskmaster, I guess. Even though Taskmaster's mad cool, like this guy's not. A Rubik's Cube? Come on, dog.
Another amazing creation by the super weird mind of Grant Morrison. His first appearance goes back to 2011 in Batman Incorporated number 6, where Wayne Enterprises' press conference is interrupted by a new villain and his gang. The villain being
Alright, y'all looking at his eyes, right? You can clearly see he's down reading something. Clearly, also this screenshot right here is hilarious. I'm just gonna let it ride. Hopefully that the YouTube auto thumbnail thing will take this screenshot right here because I don't remember how to take a screenshot on my laptop. I'm not gonna risk it right now.
Emoticon Man. Both him and his gang members wore these crazy emoticon masks, and that was all they wore for their supervillain costumes. There's not much else to tell on this one, so, he gets defeated, and then after that, he was never seen again. I wonder why.
Why are they
Number
not
4, we have
using
the
more
worst villain
comic
to spell, but
panels?
maybe the best one to say, Onomatopoeia. Now, wait, Dewey, isn't that a literary term? Yeah, it is.
It can
And
hide
it's
him
also a
reading
Batman villain,
the
because
reading
why
the
heck
script.
not? Let's make something original, even if it does sound really lame. Onomatopoeia is a serial killer with no superpowers. So guess which kind of heroes he goes after? Heroes with no powers, such as Batman. Back in 2002 in Green Arrow number 12, we meet Onomatopoeia for the very first time after he stalks and murders the heroine, Virago. He is named this because he only speaks in onomatopoeias, such as BAM! Woof! Wham! You get the picture. He goes up against Batman a few times and needless to say, obviously gets his butt kicked, but one interesting fact is that this character was actually created by the famous writer/director, Kevin Smith. Kevin, you are wicked awesome. Don't you think you could have come up with a little bit of a better villain than this? I mean, maybe he was still reeling from his loss of the Superman movie that he had going on with Nick Cage from years before, but if that's the case, I'll give him a pass on this one, but seriously. Dude. Starting us off at number 3 is Calendar Man. Any of you gamers out there
Okay,
might remember this
Calendar
villain
Man.
from the famous games Arkham
Yep.
Asylum and Arkham City. But this villain's first appearance actually goes back to
And Arkham Knight. Don't forget, he was in Arkham Knight too.
1958 in Bill Finger's Detective Comics number 258. As a child, Julian Day's father promised he would be back home for the holidays. He waited for his father from Christmas Eve to New Year's Day outside until finally police took him in. He was almost dead from exposure, by the way. From then on out, along with that terrible memory and a terrible relationship with his mother, that began the long and soon-to-be new life of the Calendar Man. So, what's this guy's deal? Well, he will only commit crimes on holidays, such as Christmas, New Year's, you name it. This guy started off really lame, but he was one of the lucky weird ones who got a revamp in the 1996 storyline, The Long Halloween, where he was quite the maniacal evil villain. As we all know, the holidays can be a tough time for a lot of people. We don't need any more stresses or problems than what we already have. So, this guy might just be the evilest villain on our list yet. Either way, I think I'm going to start calling that one, family member at all the events Calendar Man, because they'll never really know that I'm talking about them. Maybe you guys could use it too. At our number 2 spot, we have the villain from the infamous TV show Polka Dot Door, also named Polka Dot Man. I'm just kidding. He's actually from Batman, and there's probably a lot of you out there that have no idea what I'm talking about, and that was a wasted reference, but that's okay. Nevertheless, Polka Dot Man is a weird Batman villain, first appearing in Detective Comics number 300 back in 1962.
I can't get over the fact that he
bizarre
keeps
polka dot.
looking at
The man
the
who dresses
the
in a suit
script.
with polka dots all over him. But wait, it's not just because the look is highly fashionable, because it isn't. Because these dots can detach from his suit and be used as weapons on the talented dynamic duo. Some of these polka dots can even be used as a teleporter for moments when he is a major loser and needs to bail out of a fight. Yeah, that's right, polka dot guy, I called you a loser. What are you gonna do about it? Teleport out of here? Okay, I will go easy on him. After all, he was created in the 60s, and that was a very fun time, to say the least. So it kind of makes sense. No matter what, though, this is a very strange villain, and I think it would be hilarious to see him brought back into the fold. And finally, coming in at our number 1 spot, and the most likely supervillain for me to be ever cast as, Johnny Karaoke. First appearing way back
Hey, he was in wasn't he in Batman Arkham Knight
we
also?
meet Johnny Karaoke, a man raised in Southern
Oh, it was Johnny
California
Charisma.
where he attended UCLA for business administration, and then he put his education to good use in the American arm of the Yakuza. I will add, he was fairly successful. However, Johnny and his geisha girls break into Omni-Med headquarters, but is defeated by Batman before he escapes and
Omni-Man headquarters? Oh no.
Villain Grotesque. Johnny Karaoke dies by getting shot in the head just after singing his last tune into his skull-topped cane/sword. And with that, that is the end of Johnny Karaoke and the top 10 weirdest Batman villains on the list. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-ba. I'll leave the singing to Johnny Karaoke. Some of these were absolutely hilarious, and I can't imagine anyone ever coming up with any of these guys, and some of these were
Alright, yeah,
or even quirky costumes.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm doing these again. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do want me to do one again, let me know. Make sure y'all like the video, comment, subscribe, but I don't know. I don't know about this one. When was this made? 2021. So Batman Arkham Knight was out. It was definitely out. This came out in July. Like yeah. I did kind of enjoy it though, cause I did enjoy the boot face. Like Flamingo was cool. Not Dr. Freak. Um, not Condiment King. Nope. Not Calculator, aka Bootleg Taskmaster. Automata. Nope. Automata. Nope. Calendar Man, like from the games, yeah, but like not. He's really not that cool a villain. He's just like a cool Easter egg villain, you know. It was cool that they put him in the game. Two of them. I didn't know he was in Batman Arkham Asylum. Let me see. Batman ARKHAM Asylum. Come on. Calendar Man. Arkham City. Arkham Knight. I don't think he was in Asylum. That's Arkham City. That's also Arkham City. What? Was Talent, Call, no, Callander. It's definitely one, and that's an E. Man, and it was right there. There we go. Nope, that's Arkham City. He was not even in Arkham Asylum. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, that's videos. Let me go to all. Arkham City. Yeah, he was not in Arkham Asylum. Wow. Wow. This video just got less respect from me. A lot less respect. And he's reading the teleprompter, bro. Stop reading the teleprompter. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. What is it? You gotta not look at the like. It's better when you look directly at us when you got one of these list type videos. Like when you're making the list type video, I don't really look at the camera directly unless I'm literally directly talking to y'all. If I'm just talking and like watching the video at the same time, I'm looking at them. But if I'm talking to y'all directly, I look at the camera. With these list type videos, he's looking directly like at the camera when he knows what he's saying. Like, bro, you can take multiple shots. Like, what's the dude name? Let's see. You see him like what I be looking up. Shoot, I'm just going because I sub to them. I'm just going to check my subs. Where is it? You can see like everybody. Hey, shout out my homie right there. Um, I hate how slow my laptop is, bro.
Yo, what's good with y'all? Back at it again.
I'm gonna watch that later, but I just had to show some love. What's it called? Manage, and there we go. I subbed to so many people, it's not even funny. Comic Storian, he be looking directly at the camera, but that's not who I was talking about. Um, it's not Variant Comics, because I'm also thinking about him, but he looked directly at the camera too. Um, Mojo 99, he'd be looking directly at the camera too. I could have swore I saw like somebody who sounded just like him at work. I was like, bro, you Mojo 99, but then he took off his mask and I was like, oh no, 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 you're not. No, you are not. Man got like 2 pounds of sandwich meats. I was just like, oh no, never mind. No, you not Mojo. Shoot, why am I not? It's the dude who does the Rick and Morty breakdowns and then the Spider-Man breakdowns. I definitely passed it. New rock stars. There we go. Like, bro,
Hi, I'm Eric
look
Voss,
at
and
him. Look
Spider-Man
at
Into
him.
the Spider-Verse is such an impressive work.
He probably didn't like.
You
You could
essentially get
definitely
12
use
frames per second. That
more
is also
footage
the reason for
than he
this
did.
stamp in the opening frames. Their villain.
Show you. Look at him. Look
Nobody's
directly
gonna want
at
to
us.
emulate them or dress up for them as Halloween, or if you're me, any time of the year. In the
And then the cuts, like, bro, you can definitely cut things out, bro. Like, I don't know. That was just, I don't know. I don't know why I went on a little rant right there, but either way, I hope y'all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm probably not gonna do another one of
So I
these.
really do hope.
I might though. If y'all want it, it wasn't all bad. It was just like things that I nitpicked. But yeah, if y'all enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. It's my fourth time saying that. Peace.